Welcome to Mini Pep Talks, a My Quebec City podcast about finding work. Be inspired as you hear how members of our community persevered and found their professional way.
My name's Tory. I'm originally from Mississauga in Ontario. Grew up there up until the end of high school, and then I did move to Montreal, so that was my first stint in the province of Quebec. That was for my undergrad degree at McGill University, studied international development, and that's when I got involved with a restaurant called Chef on Call. I've been 100% remote for about 3 years now.
Okay, so you're fully remote, can work from anywhere. What brought you to Quebec City?
I was actually living in England, so in Manchester in England, for about 2 years with my partner, and he's a research scientist, so he got a position here in Quebec City at the Laurentian Forestry Centre, and I moved with him. So it was for his job, not for my job, that we moved.
With him having the Quebec-based job, what's been his biggest adjustment?
For him, the biggest challenge has been not feeling like a burden on his coworkers. I do think that they're very appreciative of him attempting to speak French, doing the best he can, starting with French, asking for help if he needs it. But there is an element of feeling like my coworkers are not my French teachers. These people are not responsible for my language skills, and just finding that delicate balance between using coworkers or people in your life as aids in your French language learning versus feeling like you're, for lack of a better word, annoying them with, all your ums and ahs and forgetting words.
And now your own job has a French component.
It was just a very strange happenstance. Coincidentally, in and around when I moved back to the province of Quebec, we were starting to onboard some clients, either in French-speaking countries, so we have a couple clients coming on in Martinique, in France, and in Switzerland, as well as some clients that we're starting to work with here in the province of Quebec. So it's been a very coincidental yet convenient aligning of events.
Despite that, with you working from home, how do you adjust being in the community?
Meeting people, I think that's, from my perspective, the biggest challenge that I see for myself in the upcoming year is meeting people socially in a different language, because I'm not fluent enough in French where I'm perfectly myself. I don't have my own personality when I'm speaking in French. Maybe I'm not that funny in English, but I'm definitely not that funny in French. So, your personality doesn't have that ability to come out. And I think one thing I'm very cognizant of as an Anglophone is it's not fair for me to expect people who are first language French or more comfortable in French for them to have their personality show in English. So I think that's probably the biggest hurdle with working remotely. I don't have the opportunity to socialize with my coworkers. No one that I work with is even in the province of Quebec. Having a social community to get involved with is a little bit more challenging from that perspective.
So despite the social isolation, you would say that there's a benefit all around to remote work, especially for people who want to move to Quebec City but are worried about finding a job here.
I do think that many employers, especially if you're in the startup space, there is a lot of understanding and benefit, I think, to having a completely remote work environment. So it's worked out really well.